bumps. So for anyone who's never gone over a speed bump on a bike before, stand on the pegs. Don't stay sitting in the seat. Because you'll get bounced around like you're on a pogo stick. If you stand up, however, your legs will do all the work of suspension. And if you go over long speed bumps, you're probably getting a mini workout while you're doing it. I probably should have turned left there. Never mind. I'm just going to go down to the end of the village and then I'm going to join the N7, which is a national route. Has a speed limit of 100 kilometers an hour, which is 62 miles an hour for those of you still on the mile system. And I'm going to drive just up a few exits to a little town called Johnstown, and I'm going to try and find my way back to here. Mirrors are where you want them to be before you let me close the visor properly, before you get on the old bike. But I actually find it quite tricky to get them exactly where I want them. There you are. That was a little short entry ramp, and we actually got over 100 kilometers an hour for a little while, really quickly. Interesting back view. Look, you got to look over your shoulder because you can see a lot in your mirror. Like I see a BMW. There he is. But you still really need to look over your shoulders when you're changing lanes or doing a lot of stuff. And in Ireland, before you get your motorbike license, you have to do a theory test. I'll try to show you the theory test on the computer later. But what the theory test is basically they sit you in front of a computer and you have to answer 40 questions. And if you get 35 of those questions correct, you get your learner's permit. If you get less than 35 of those correct, you don't get your learner's permit, and you have to book another test, which costs like 30 bucks, 40 bucks, and you have to sit your test again, and if you fail again, you have to sit it again, if you fail again, you sit it again. So each time it's costing you money. Change lanes here for the horses. Change lanes again. So yeah, but the thing is, the test, there's a test for cars, and there's a test for motorbikes, and there's a test for larger vehicles like trucks and whatever. But there are 900 possible questions they can ask you. Yeah, 900. So there'll be, on each test there'll be certain sections which are the same, like different things about, you know, using the road and what different road signs mean, and they'll show you a picture with vehicles at a junction, and they'll say, okay, you're in the blue car, what should you be doing here? And it's multiple choices, so there's always 4 answers, but sometimes there's 2 correct answers, and sometimes there's 3 correct answers, and you know the deal with tests. So You can prepare yourself for the test by getting, they actually have a CD, a DVD for computers that you can buy, which basically, it is the test, and it's all 900 questions, and it lets you do mock tests, and it lets you do, it lets you focus on specific areas you're having some issues with, which is kind of cool. So I got that, and I was going through it, and I got to the motorbike section, and one of the first questions it asked me is, what's a lifesaver? And I'm going, what? So the choices were, it's that thing you throw in the water when somebody's drowning, it's giving CPR, it's looking over your shoulder, it's, you know, these are the whatever the choices were. I picked the wrong one. Turns out the correct answer was, it's a glance over your shoulder. And I was like, great, I'd never heard this term before. And things like this can come up in the test and completely screw me up. But yeah, apparently a lifesaver is when you're thinking of changing lanes and you look over your shoulder and decide against it.